Hey guys, it's Connie again. I'm back. I wanted to get our circle of influence, kick the COVID crisis underway. Hopefully, you all have your hand out on clearing. So, we're going to start with that. You notice up here in the little corner, there is a circle with inflammation in the center, and then outside we have clearing at the bottom, and we're going to work our way around that circle through this miniature course. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here, and we're going to talk about clearing body waste first. But when we think about our circle of influence, we're going to be talking about food, movement, our environment, and our mindset. So there's going to all kind of merge together in these topics, but we'll break it down into smaller segments with clearing body waste as the first one. So when you're looking at your checklist, it's going to talk about hydration, and most of us really struggle at getting enough water. It's going to be even more important as the temperatures start to come up, but get warmer, get more humid, and hopefully we're staying active. That's going to be something we talk about just a little bit down the road here. Anyway, minimum of 64 ounces, but typically it's going to be half of your body weight in ounces per day, and that's just water. Some other reasons for that is so your body can function properly. Dehydration really is hard on the body because it's going to make us feel tired and fatigued. We won't be able to have the energy that we need to do certain things, especially taking care of ourselves. And things like our body temperature may not be able to be regulated, which is going to in turn increase our heart rate and maybe even our blood pressure. So there's a lot of reasons to drink water. Plus it's good at flushing things out. So then that brings us to fiber, and make sure that we are getting rid of our body waste properly. So there's soluble and insoluble fiber. If you're eating a good variety of vegetables, you're probably doing a good job at getting that fiber. However, if you're trying to increase your fiber, make sure you're drinking water too, because it could backfire on you. On the topic of fiber, we have to talk about pooping. Are you pooping every day? Once a day is minimum. 3 days would be ideal. 3 times a day is ideal. And then what is the quality of your poop? Okay, we have an actual scale. So if you want to dig a little deeper onto this subject, go ahead and message us on that. But then digestive supplements, they may come in handy if you're having a hard time or feel like you're not digesting or assimilating the food that you are eating. There could be some things that we could help to do supporting the regular systems through just things like lemon water, apple cider vinegar, or maybe a hydrochloric acid supplement. But we can talk about that again. I'm just throwing things out to kind of get your wheels turning. Enzymes. As we get older, maybe starting around 40, we can definitely see that our body is not able to produce enough enzymes to break down the food properly. And we can use some supplements for that. And really, it's just, again, supporting the body, doing a function it's already trying to do. Another thing is we want to keep our mucosa lining very hydrated and healthy. Again, going back to the water. But if you think about it, our mucosa lining is part of our immune system and our defense. And so if it's being dried out, it can be permeated and things can get in that we don't want. And that mucosa lining is going to start up in our face, in our nose, in our mouth, and it's actually going to run all the way through our digestive system and out the other end that we talked about. So we want to make sure that aloe vera juice is something that can help with that. You do want to go small. It is not aloe vera gel, it's aloe vera juice. So if it's something you want or consider implementing, you can ask us a little bit more on that. Probiotics and prebiotics. So prebiotics are actually the food for your probiotics. Your probiotics are healthy bacteria that when in the right amount or balance within your system. It's not the same for everyone. They are keeping everything else in check. We have good bacteria, bad bacteria. Even good bacteria can be bad if we have too much of it. But all of this is going to help us break down the food, assimilate. One of the biggest things is to kill pathogens as they come into the body, especially in the stomach. We want to make sure that it doesn't even get further than that. That's one of the big reasons for your hydrochloric acid, is to kind of kill off all of that stuff that could be threatening as it makes its way through our digestive system. So some foods that you could incorporate, because adding probiotic supplement could be a little tricky and actually disrupt things more than it helps initially. But things like onions, garlic, leeks, soybeans, bananas, honey, all of that are prebiotics. Now it's going to help feed your probiotics. To get more probiotics or boost up those colonies, things like kombucha, which is a drink, kefir is also a drink if you can tolerate dairy, sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, things that are fermented are a great way to incorporate more of those probiotics. You might find that it helps your digestive system and really calms things down. And then we're just going to talk about movement briefly. We have to make sure we're moving. We're moving to help that digestive system move along. We're helping to get our lymph system to move along, which in turn helps the immune system. On top of that, movement just kind of does the body good and the brain, I think we can all agree, in the right amounts. And so that is our first lesson in clearing. So I hope that it's helped. And we're going to build on that and talk about the next segment on your checklist, clearing toxins out of your environment. So we'll see you back then. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.